I can feel your anger. When the city of light is shrouded in the shadow. Tomorrow brings another day of sorrow, but I can feel it anymore. We could be fine to stay where we are now. No, but this game of running ends here and now. But sorry, I won't be the same again. The fire's lit and blazing through the darkness, burning us surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. Electricity is running through my veins. Our history won't be written in chain. Do I lose myself of what I've done? The price won't be in vain. All these times when we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told, we will never be alone, yeah. I don't mind if you're gonna change your mind, 'cause we're running out of time, bound into the afterlife. But can you feel the pain inside my head? This burden that we always carry. Show me, can you fight instead? But sorry, I won't be the same again. The fire's lit and blazing through the darkness, burning us surrounded by the sirens, waking up the people in the silence. Just follow me, yeah. Do I lose myself of what I've done? The price won't be in vain. And all these times when we fought so hard to swallow all the pride, but the time has come for light to shine away. The story will be told, we will never be alone, yeah. So tell me how you feel. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna stay tonight. I don't wanna stay tonight. 'Cause I don't wanna waste no time. 'Cause I just want to stay tonight. 'Cause I don't wanna waste no time.
All right, everyone. Welcome. This is our first ever, well, not the first ever Trials for Navigator tournament, but
this is our first
ever Trials for Navigator tournament.
Your first one with us.
With your very scuffed co-host here. Anyways, I'm Undusk. I am one of the head orgs as well as one of our casters for today. I'm here with my partner, Nausicaa.
Hi.
Also one of the head orgs and commentators for today. Anyways, so we are going to be watching hopefully some not scuffed Trials for Navigator gameplay. I mean, to be fair, the players only had about 48 hours to prepare because Yostar hates us all and Trials only runs for a week. But what can you do?
Yeah, you can't really do much about that. But I think we'll see a lot of creativity and ingenuity from our doctors. At least I hope we will.
I mean,
there's
IRS is here, so we're gonna get something. It's not gonna be good, but it's something.
There will be something that is... Something is one way to put it.
So, I have to ask. So, I haven't made it very far in Trials for Navigator because I've been prepping this whole thing. I'm not sure where you sit at this event currently.
Not very good. I think I did TN1. And I did that at work today before I succumbed to the pain of...
Well, we're about equal then. I have also done TN1 and that's about it.
Let's go. So we exploded the easily explodable guys.
Yep. Well, they're easily explodable on the normal mode. Everything today is going to be played here on Spectacular mode, which is the highest level difficulty other than the Ultimate, which is only available on TN4. And all of the tournament games today are going to be best of one. It's fairly simple, straightforward. There's no bans in place, keeping it nice and clean for our first run of this tournament. But yeah, we should be having some matches start shortly here. We are just getting all the TOs set up and all the players ready. But yeah, what kind of, so with in mind that this is a boss rush situation, what kind of operators are you looking to see on the field today?
I mean, it's definitely a good thing there aren't any bans because I feel like people would just have to stall all of these bosses for 6 years.
We are.
We're definitely gonna see a lot of high burst operators come down to try and speed up these clears. Moinar, Surtur, they're going to be put. Those two are going to be put in the ringer, I think.
It's just Surtur and Moinar spam the whole way down. I mean, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure we're still going to see some stalled gameplay. TN3 does exist, and it does suck. Now, again, I haven't played it myself, but as an expert on Manfred, I would know that that stage is going to suck.
It's Manfred, so it does suck by default,
Manfred, yes. So it sucks by default, yep.
Boom.
Alright, so we should be having these matches start in about 4 minutes here. But yeah, tournament nice, clean, and simple. I'm personally looking to see some of the more niche weird picks that you don't usually get for a standard PvP. Like, yeah, we've all seen the Evanholtz, the Surtur, the Moinar. I want to see some weird operators. I want to see, like, Aurora, or
I want to see Totter now.
I want Totter now. I don't know. I don't know if Totter's gonna be good per se.
Someone should just whip out Tsukinogi for no reason.
Let's see the Tsukinogi gameplay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we want the Totter gameplay, the Tsukinogi gameplay. What else do we want to see? What else is possible on these maps?
Pinecone skill 2.
Pinecone skill 2. Okay, Pinecone skill 2.
Might be funny.
I mean, that's possible. We could be seeing a Pinecone skill 2 in these first rounds here. Especially if they don't end up changing the default skills, because I'm pretty sure that squad's preset skill is skill 2 there.
The squad's preset skills are actually skill 2, yes.
So we could see some skill 2 gaming if some of our players aren't paying attention. But anyways, so we're going to be having 2 of our round 1 matches. So in this tournament, we're having round 1 is going to be played on TN1, round 2 is TN2, quarters is TN3, semis is TN4, and grand finals is also on TN4. So we're going to be seeing in this first wave, we're going to be having our TN1 game. So it's going to be Poncho and Jesselton. I almost forgot that Jesselton was on that map because, frankly, he's barely a boss normally. And while he does get a pretty significant stun duration buff, and as well as being able to hit 2 targets in spectacular mode, it still doesn't stop him from getting mowed down near instantly in this stage, as that does seem to be the most optimal way to clear things out.
Yeah, Jesselton does a very good job of just standing there and being just some guy.
I mean, can't we all relate? I think we're all deep down inside, we can look to Jesselton as inspiration for being just some guy.
You truly can. I too would like to stand around with a wine glass, taunting my enemies and doing absolutely nothing else about it.
Hey, he stuns them sometimes, and he always
Sometimes.
stuns you at the most inconvenient
It's
moment.
the worst time.
It's right when you deploy Surtur and you need her activate skill right now.
When you're counting your autos and you think you're about done, and then it's over.
Yeah.
So, LD player is giving me ads. I'm just trying to open it so I can look at the operators.
You're not allowed to look at operators. You're supposed to have them memorized, all of them.
No, you're so right. You're so
I don't know how
right.
many operators there are.
There's like a League of Legends amount of operators.
That's not the right number, but there's 237 now, because I said so.
Correct. You're right. Like every other game that you play at a high level, you have to memorize every detail.
Yeah.
Regardless of how the human brain works. Really seems like people are going to have an experience with all of these bosses.
Yeah, I'm most scared and optimistic to see what people are going to pull out for TN3. It is the absolute doozy of the stages here. I mean, honestly, from what I've seen for TN4, there's a lot of really good low op clears, a lot of 2-op, 3-op. A lot of niches are handling it really well. It's just TN3 is obliterating everyone. And, for good reason. It's a fucking nasty lineup. I'm allowed to swear because it's my stream. I almost forgot.
You're right, yeah.
I was like, wait, I'm not allowed to swear.
Wait,
I am allowed to swear.
I can say fuck?
You can. We're gonna limit the fucks to maybe under 10.
Okay, alright.
Swearing to a minimum, but is allowed.
Okay. Well, not counting that one. I got 9 left.
You got 9 swears left.
Like, yes, Q, we can indeed. Here.
Don't say that. Please don't say that.
I don't want to use my F word count. Fudge. Oh, you're right, fudge. I've been saying fudge at work because we aren't allowed to swear where I work.
I think if you have to put up with people who play card games in real life, that you should be allowed to swear.
But we swear quietly to ourselves. But that's about it. Oh, Chen.
Yeah, what about Chen?
Chen right up. Good for her.
Speaking of Chen, actually, I was looking into operators that you could pick to mitigate some of the 60% dodge that Anduin has on TN4. And
is Chen one of them?
Chen is one of them, yes. She's one of the only operators
that dodge
guaranteed to land.
Insane!
It's, oh man, that stage is, it's not bad. It's not TN3, but if you...
It's not bad, but it's Anduin.
It's Anduin. If you drop either the Emperor's Blade clouds or the, Anduin, dodge clouds in the wrong spots, it's Jover. It's just Jover.
It's Jover. Welcome to my kitchen, and it's Anduin and the Emperor's Blade.
They are cooking. They should not be allowed to cook. It's a kitchen fire.
It's, I feel like putting their clouds together is the equivalent of just creating mustard gas by accident.
It's even worse when you overlap them just a little bit. And you get,
Yeah, that's the mustard gas.
Yeah, that's the mustard gases. Yeah, true. No, now I'm not certain. I want to say that if you stack Anduin's, I don't think it stacks. I really hope it doesn't stack, actually.
I hope it doesn't, but it would be funny if it
doesn't stack. I don't know, and now I'm scared.
Mustard gas fights. Top 10 operators that would make mustard gas in your home.
You want to continue? Yeah, let's hear this list. What's your top 10 here?
Number 1, Ifrit.
I don't think she knows how to make mustard gas.
I think she would learn how to make. I think she would accidentally make it, or she would just like holding mustard gas to her system module.
I don't know. I think it's Podenko. I don't think she.
No, she does. Yeah, she would.
She's definitely.
She would do it. That's a kind of girl that's made mustard gas.
Chat's inventing their own list. We don't even need to come up with one.
Yeah, Asbestos, I think, would do it for the bit.
She's just quirky like that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we do have our contestants here getting set up. We'll have the first stream here going on shortly.
Oh, we get to see how everyone stacks up against some of Rhode Island's most formidable enemies, cranked up to 11.
I thought you were trying to call our players formidable enemies, and I was like,
no,
I
just forgot. So. I just forgot the word. No, I think Andawane's one of those formidable enemies. Nah, it's Emperor's Blade actually. That guy's cooking.
He is cooking. I mean,
and it's not
personally,
good.
I'm okay. Listen, I'm gonna level
with you guys. Who the fuck else is on that stage? Is it Steam Night?
No, Steam Night's TN3.
Oh,
I was
Steam
gonna
Night's
say
3?
I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't know what Steam Night does.
I don't know either. That's the guy with the trees, though, right? He makes trees, right?
He does not make trees. There are trees there.
Okay, there's trees there.
There are trees there,
aura,
but there's not trees on that stage.
Interesting. Patriot 2. That's a bold description.
He's got a lot of numbers. And he's got some big stats. He's got some big swords. He does a drone strike. I don't know what else. I'm not gonna lie. I have not fought Steam Night. I don't want to fight Steam Night. I am scared of Steam Night. And
we can learn to not fear Steam Night together. I'm also afraid of him, but
together we are strong.
Fear of the unknown cannot rule our hearts. The Ling icon's not doing good for my brain.
Just going full in on it.
Just starting to like LARP Ling or whatever. No big deal.
All right. It does look like both of our players here are just getting set up for this first match. First match we have IamTheKroc versus Iris Pathalen. And yeah, they're off to the races already.
They are going. The selections are coming through. We've got
support
Lava
unit.
Alter Gaming.
Uh-oh, Path is refreshing for a support unit that he doesn't have ready. This is giving Croc a bit of a lead here already, as Path had to try and find the Wynar.
Path has found the Wynar. They are both off to the races, loading in.
Huh?
Oh wait,
hold on.
I'm watching the stream. I started watching your stream. Oops.
Is he fine? I thought Path's game just crashed.
Oh my god.
What is he okay?
I think he's fine. He might just have the window open for like a command prompt window open, which is objectively funny.
Okay, well, Pathalen is hacking maybe a little bit. I'm not as
I don't think he's hacking. Let's not accuse.
As Iris's head guy, I don't know what he's doing. Don't ask me what he's doing. But the stage we are off to the races here. We do see a bit of a lead there just coming out from Croc right out the gate from loading in faster here. Both players aren't opting to use the preset squad. Both of them did take the free squad here. Interesting. It doesn't look like either of them have set up for early kills on Jesselton. Oh, actually, wait, no, I lied.
No, Path's already phased him, actually.
Pat's already phased Jesselton.
Yeah, Path has opted for Keshmera's gaming, it looks.
Hey,
and has taken him to the polls.
If there's no bans, you might as well meta them to death.
Exactly. What's better than Wynar and Texas Alter just obliterating everything?
There's gonna be a lot of that today. Just a lot of Texas Alter and Wynar's spam. We are seeing Path mostly having cleared out. Jesselton's still at half HP, but most of the major threats on the map are cleared out here. One of the main concerns we have with this map rather early on is if you phase Jesselton too early, he does activate those casters on the top and bottom and the middle there. So if you just phase him too early, or if you haven't cleared out the enemies, it can very easily overwhelm you. But it looks like that Path has faced Jesselson at a really good time to avoid this, while Kroc, on the other hand, is phasing him really late into the stage, but there is still not that many enemies up, so it seems to still be working in his favor.
Path looks like he's going for some pretty strategic leaks here, too. Maybe.
He is...
Not sure, but we'll see if this pays off.
Path the caster.
He's got a caster.
He's escaping. Path
He's
the
escaping to the
escaping.
side. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh god. Myrtle.
Okay, Myrtle, hold it down. Let's go, girl.
Oh no.
no.
I think it's.
Okay, hold on. Oh, it might be Jover. Scotty's alive.
Well, Path is holding on for dear life on their end. Kroc is in the second wave here, looking to face off against Pancho. Pancho does have the increased range on this stage. It probably won't lead to be that big of a deal here, but you never know.
He can just kind of fall over, but we'll see.
Okay, Pat's made it out alive. We've got to phase 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what his plan is for this phase, as most of his operators are down.
I'm a little worried at the 1 HP, but I did find the Pancho part to be a bit easier than
He's
Jesselton.
A lot easier to handle because the additional waves surrounding him are a lot lighter in comparison, and there's a lot of loops.
Yeah, there's a lot of... These guys are doing loop-de-loops.
It does look like Path is setting up for, like, the immediate double spawn kill here, but who knows if this is going to let him catch up. They are both at 3 out of 10. Path still has the chance to take this back, but it is going to be rather tight for him as, Kroc's just been in the stage longer and has the advantage on that initial kill gate.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see here, Path has already gotten Pancho down entirely, like he's on the final phase. Kroc still hasn't handled the first phase here, allowing the boat go all the way to this back line here. And
Yeah,
just
it looks like he's
shredding him there. Gabby Alter!
Yeah, set it up for Lava
Oh my
Alter and
God.
Gabby Alter to just shred
But
him.
he's gonna go back to the start!
Oh, and KO!
Wait! Does he not go-
That's right. Yeah,
Does he not go
Pancho-
back to the start? He goes back to the start if you kill him on the other side. Does he have 2? I've never seen anyone kill him
Interesting.
that far left on the map, because every time that I was testing this map or watched people, I see him
he killed
respawn
him
on the
and he
right
reset
side.
position.
So I thought that was a
Interesting.
misplay, but it's looking like that this is going to be the victory for Kroc here.
Yep,
And that's
come
it.
through. There
Kroc
it is.
taking our first game of the day here against Path. Just that cleaner round 1 there. Even with the load times, I don't think that that would have been the end of the world for Path in this case.
No, absolutely not. I think it was just a lot cleaner of a strategy on the side of Kroc.
Yeah, it was just
The
a lot
setup
tidier.
was a bit insane. Had them already set up, they were just chilling there, waiting their time.
Yeah, it
Waiting
was,
their time, they're like, Pancho will come. Let him.
you know, I have
And he
to say, it's a pretty classic IRS start to just beef it instantly right out the gate on a tournament. So I'm glad to see that Path is out here carrying on the IRS tradition of just, you know, going out strong in round 1. Someone has to do
I respect it. Yep. One of us always has to take the L.
Either way, it is interesting to see how both of those players handled both of those sides of the matches there. I don't think I've actually seen that specific way of handling either of those bosses. They both handled them in ways that I am
I didn't
very
switch
used
the
to
music.
just. That's okay, I've got it.
The worst DJ.
Let's go.
It's okay, I'll put on the...
I don't think for most of the times with Jesselton and Pancho, you'll usually see players just spawn camp and just like burn the ever-loving shit out of them, and it seemed like both players in this case, Path did have a lot of a stronger burning strat on both of the bosses, but it wasn't enough damage to phase them. Kroc had a lot more of a stable and just like, kind of like the old reliable strat in this case. So it looked like that's what allowed him to kind of like, you know, keep momentum and continue going through, where Path seemed to be sort of falling apart at the seams at the start of that first wave there
Yeah.
on Jesselton's side.
Yeah, Croc had a vision, saw the vision, set up the vision, and executed it.
And I mean, in a best of one tournament, that's all you can really do here.
No, yes, consistency does make a staggering difference, especially in cases with best of ones.
Absolutely. Well, we will have our next match here coming up shortly.
I'll put on normal music.
There is normal music on already.
It's just the Trials for Navigator theme, but it was only that. It was only that.
For some secret back-end information, there's a lot that I'm managing because I'm streaming, hosting, and casting here. And so on the back end, I have Nos desperately trying to control my Spotify to control the background music. It's going.
It's going. I forgot. I forgot.
You know how it is.
You know how it is.
Remembering how to do things.
I remember.
You did not remember.
I did not remember.
Anyways, we are going to be seeing another round 1 match here, which is going to be on the same map. We're back to TN1. We're just going to be collecting our players here and going. Sorry, it's a little bit scuffed on the back end.
We were doing our best in the funniest way possible. The fact that we cobbled something together is impressive, to say the least.
Do you want to tell our viewers how quickly this tournament was put together?
Like a week.
That's pretty generous.
Like a week is very generous. I was ripping my hair out. Smiley face.
It was, definitely
It was a decision, and then I looked at my schedule and I was like, oh no. But, like, what if we made this happen? And I knew that Undusk was stubborn enough to make it happen, so.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's being stubborn.
It's really good. It's a powerful character trait.
What letter comes first, T or O?
O.
O?
Oh, LMNOPQRST.
Oh, sure. Don't worry.
I'm good at the alphabet. I have to do it for work.
I'm bad at the alphabet.
If you ever have to find a trading card, I have to recite the alphabet if I don't remember which letter comes where. And it's really funny.
That's okay. I have to recite the alphabet constantly because I don't know what it is, ever. I don't remember what the alphabet is on the best of days, so.
I think the alphabet's just a suggestion.
It is. Alright. We are getting our next players in here. We have EVA's
We had no planning time.
We had no planning time.
We had no planning time. Anyway.
The tournament was planned in about 5 days. Or less.
Yeah.
I was finishing off the back end of this tournament literally this morning. It was yeah. It was good.
Mm-hmm. We were
cooking.
Great.
We were cooking. Yeah, so a lot of the visuals and everything that you see on the screen was all done in the past 24 hours, which is definitely a normal way to do it.
I can confirm this because they were sick for like 2 days, too. Thumbs up emoji.
All right. So upcoming, we have EVA's OrangeKiwiJuice versus MZK's I don't know how to. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I always say Tobo because I don't know how to say his full tag, and I'm not sure if he's ever. He's gonna watch this VOD back and
Toboruo? Toboruo.
I'm gonna say Tobo. I'm gonna say Tobo.
It's Tobo. We know it's Tobo.
I'm gonna save myself the shame of saying Tobo incorrectly. And know that he's just shaming me in the back end. But we are heading into our second match here. Back to TN1. It does look like we are gonna see a preset squad use here on the side of Tobo. He does have I believe that's the, I don't know the names. I think it's outdoor work, which is
it is
Cutter,
team outdoor work.
It's Cutter, Pinecone, and Leonhardt. It has the SP battery, right? I'm not insane.
I think so.
I don't
know what they
I haven't done the event. I don't know what they do. We're still working on it.
I have the trial open. I have it open so I can see.
You gotta help me. I don't. But
yeah,
anyways,
well, it is called outdoor work. They are working outdoors.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that functions similar to one of the relics in IS-2 and IS-3 where you gain damage after the attack after you use a skill.
This stage is an episode of Popeye.
All right, it looks like our players are going in here, heading into the match.
Starter Neural Chen. There's a lot of guards.
That's not not surprising. All right, it looks like
it's a lot of guards.
Already
it's like
in
the
there.
guards are good or something. Yeah,
It's
Tobo's
like
in it. Let's go.
Tobo's in it
Boots
immediately.
on the ground.
Off to the races. I was worried for a second there that OrangeKiwiJuice was going to have to like cycle through their like support units for a second. But we didn't have a support unit issue. We are having a bit of a loading screen issue here as Tobo's what's he cooking? Huh? What? Is he just okay? Okay. He's just leaking the first two. Okay. There's some really precise placements happening here on Tobo's end. Here's the spawn camp that I was thinking of was going to happen with Jesselton, with the Irene Chen and Texas Alter just immediately shredding him down to half HP. Is he just going to keep leaking that top lane? On the other side, you have OrangeKiwiJuice is holding it down with Mountain. I'm trying to figure out if these are tactical leaks or...
Rosa just annihilating Jesselton.
It's interesting to see how Tobo had 3 or 4 operators there just to phase Jesselton. And on the side of OrangeKiwiJuice, it was just Rosa that just immediately just took him down.
To the...
A lot more micro there happening on Tobo's end, putting him slightly more... I wouldn't say behind, but it is going to give a chance here for OrangeKiwiJuice to catch up.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Both players have the bosses off of their maps here. It is just a matter of surviving and getting out, but Tobo's... It's... Uh-oh. It's looking rough. That might be the... Oh, no.
Oh, is that a reset? Oh, no. Okay, Texas Alter coming down.
It might be. That bottom lane. Tobo's... The caster.
The casters. Oh, they're gone.
No, he's... Are they both?
Wait, hold.
Wait, what?
Both players are resetting?
What is going on?
Oh my gosh.
It's a little early for this. I wasn't expecting...
It's a little early. I'm also not expecting this.
Okay. What happened? On Tobo's side, it was definitely just the overconfidence and leaking, but I didn't see what happened on OrangeKiwiJuice's side.
I also did not see. I was just... Bit of a jump scare.
Okay, so let's... I don't think either of them changed their squad either. They just immediately
no squad changes,
again.
Just back in it.
So
I'm assuming they have a game plan.
I'm hoping. I mean, Tobo did stream TN for a lot.
Of hours,
there was a lot of hours. It was
a lot of
hours. It was several hours.
It was several hours to my knowledge as well.
It was definitely more than 5. But it was mostly TN3, so I was worried that maybe he's not as prepared for the stage, but I don't know. With the leaks that he had at the start, it looks like that there is a plan. This is implying that he didn't have a plan. Not to imply that he didn't have a plan, but...
Also, your starter getting stunned.
You know, I mean, we were talking about it earlier. She's just gonna get stunned at the most inopportune moments here. All right, it looks like Tobo's changed up just his cutter placement here. Golden Glow still coming out.
And the AF yellow placement.
Yeah.
Pushing Jesselton into phase.
Not a bad time to face him either, as there is only a few casters on the field, and it looks like Golden Glow's gonna handle it. Both players are more, like, Tobo's a little bit ahead here in terms of kill count, but I don't think that OrangeKiwiJuice is actually that far behind.
No, there are so many avenues where you can fumble this ball at any time.
Especially since Tobo has elected to leak a couple of those enemies early, which means that, I mean, health is a resource, and it's a resource that we are using very liberally here. Oh, no.
I often joke that the only HP that matters is the last one.
And, I mean, Tobo's putting that to good use right now.
Yeah. It's a little down to the wire and dicey to watch, but...
I'm getting stressed out watching this, and I'm not even the person. Like, I'm sitting here, like, I have, like, minor heart palpitations. Oh, God. Jesselton's escaping again.
And on the other side, Mountain's just big chillin'.
it's looking... I mean, Jesselton's still not down. It looks like Rosa's been redeployed here to handle top lane. But Jesselton is, I'm assuming they're just going to...
Okay, Texas,
take him
kill
out.
him.
Yeah, okay. It's just gonna be a little Texas just, take him out.
Nothing funnier than a wolf girl jumps at you.
Just...
She throws a sword to your face.
All right, we are seeing we are making it into phase 2 here on the side of OrangeKiwiJuice, going to see Poncho. The objectively easier side of the stage, a lot less enemies, a bit of an easier boss situation. So it is looking like it might be in the bag here, especially since OrangeKiwiJuice still has all 5 like life seals on their side.
Mm-hmm.
Tobo's already back down to... Tobo's just consistently leaking those first 2 enemies there. Or first 3 enemies, sorry. I wonder if this was, like, a lot more planned out in his operator deployment, but we are seeing a lot of things moved where, like, Cutter and Neural are being deployed on Tobo's end. So it's kind of looking like he's seeing what's sticking. Which, I don't blame him. There's not a lot of time for prep. Tien has only been out for so long, and he was just hard grinding TN3.
Yeah, it sucks because this event, lasted longer than a week. We'd be fine. I think things would be fine.
Has already taken Poncho just off the field there. The Ebenholz and the Schwartz spawn camp, as well as the Palace there, holding up the top lane.
The Chen adjustment from Tobo to take out those 3 little guys, pretty solid. Oh dear.
I think this might. I think.
Oh yeah.
Tobo,
I look away for 5 minutes.
Tobo might be dead in the water here because that's the clear.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
It's Jover.
KiwiJuice here with the clean sweep. Well, okay, we can't say clean sweep. Both players
Can't say the clean. It was not clean.
It was not.
But it was a bit of a sweep.
It was a bit of a sweep.
But it was also interesting to watch Tobo have... adapting on the fly is it's a very hard skill to learn.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to something like this.
I thought you were going to say watch Tobo have a heart attack.
No! I would never.
You heard it here first. Nas wants to watch Tobo have a heart attack.
No!
Quoting you directly on that.
But adapting on the fly, especially with how little time everyone had to prepare, it's a huge skill to be able to recognize that in such a short time frame. So, still a really good effort on Tobo's part.
Yeah, being able to watch the players make these snap adjustments in between their runs too is something that's always really interesting to see how it plays out. I mean, one of the hardest things, again, as you mentioned, is being able to know what snap adjustments to make and how to make them. So, seeing Tobo make these changes and put them into play, while they didn't always work out in his favor, was still very interesting to watch.
Oh, for sure.
All right. We will be heading off to one of our first round 2 matches coming up here. This is going to be on TN2. First time we're going to be seeing TN2 today.
Oh boy, this is going to be my first time seeing more of TN2 than Sarkaz Centurion. Oh wait, I saw W once.
You saw W once. Hey, that's the only part of this map that matters. It's Sarkaz Centurion and W.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I detoured because I was like, what if I level W? I was like, wait, there's 2 Sarkaz on this map.
Yeah.
And I need some more snipers.
This is the Sarkaz sweep, TN. There's so many Sarkaz enemies throughout.
There's so many Sarkaz. You know what? I hope someone takes Toddy Fons just for the strategic element.
I have great news for you.
Oh, is she in the preset squad?
No, she's not in the preset squad. But our next match that we're going to be looking in on is going to be Tortoise-Chan versus Cynik. Tortoise-Chan, notable 5-star user, 5-star only.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a match. I've moderated a match for Tortoise where they did pull out the.
They frequently will pull out the Toddy Fons versus Sarkaz enemies, and I don't blame them. Oh, Tortoise is not bringing Toddy to TN2. I lied.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
It's all right.
Well, we will
minimalist
be Yeah, so TN2, our lineup for bosses is the Sarkaz Centurion, W, and the Materialist Antagonizer. Don't let IRS lie to you, it is not the Minimalist Agonizer.
It is affectionately referred to as the Minimalist Agonizer because the agonies we went through trying to remember its name
Well, don't worry, because we're gonna put that thing is going to get exploded near instantly.
That thing.
That thing, yeah. That
Attack this thing immediately.
the minimalist antagonizer, most well known for exploding near instantly in Ideal City, is back, and it has a bigger shield. Not that stopped anyone from blowing it up in Trials for Navigator.
His name is Stitch Canvas.
I was gonna talk about boss stats. I can't.
I think we should talk about Stitch Canvas.
Okay. Okay. Let me recompose myself here. I was gonna talk about how Sarkis Centurion has a hefty stat buff to his HP, and W having the skill timing reduction, as well as just moving. She just walks on this map. I don't know why this is what they've decided, but W does not stop at any of her checkpoints anymore.
Go girl, give us everything.
And she's just throwing grenades like her life depends on it, which, frankly, it kind of does. Wait 2 seconds here, I have to... Unfortunately, I'm recognizing that setting up the stream while I'm running it...
It's really hard.
It's
really... This is... I did off entire
We're doing really good at running this, don't worry. It's
yeah.
fine, they got put in ad jail. Everything cancels out.
Jail. Jail. Everyone loves ad jail.
Everyone loves ad jail.
Play Xbox, no console required. You're getting the Barbie progressive ad on... At least I'm getting the Barbie progressive ad.
Thank you.
So it's... I love the Barbie progressive ad, dude.
All right.
This dude's trying to flex because he thinks he knows Barbie.
Thank you for your insight. All right. Anyway,
those are really cool.
Back to the most scuffed tournament of all time.
Yeah, and the real Barbie of the hour, Ambriel, professional tax evader.
I thought you were gonna say minimalist. I'm not going. I was 10 million % certain that you were just gonna say like the Barbie of the hour, minimalist.
Now, minimalist would be the Ken of the hour. His job is beach. And he's bad at it.
He is. All right. It does look like we have both players set up here. We do have Tortoise-Chan here on the left, and I should say EBA Tortoise-Chan, my bad. And Wire Fraud Cynik here on the right. It looks like Tortoise is taking the preset squad here, which is the Sancta squad. I don't know what any of the buffs do. My apologies.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at my job here of doing research.
Sancta eccentrics. They are a little bit eccentric.
All right. So, one of the things about this stage is that there's a lot of range tiles is like one of the main things that I was looking at when I was looking at the stage. So I'm predicting that we're gonna see a lot more. Did you remember your job midway through this?
Maybe.
I see. I was wondering why the audio changed suddenly.
I might have remembered my job. Smiley face.
Alright, it looks like we are entering the drafting phase here. Sort of sticking to their 5-star only here. The Hibiscus.
Let's go.
Love a good Hibiscus Altar gameplay.
Hibiscus Altar is definitely not to be underestimated. The fragility, no matter how small, is still powerful. You lose your stats?
Art's Fragile is such a huge buff and is only really offered by 3 or 4 units in this game. Oh no, we do. I lied. There's an Arketto on Tortoise's side. My bad. We are seeing the Arketto actually on both sides, which is something that I was expecting from both players. Arketto is really good at just full auto handling the slugs on the top lane. It's interesting.
If I did my job right, we'd have had Mansfield break for the man.
Well, man is actually on the next map. We do not have man yet.
Alright, Jesselton's a man. Arknights going to town on the Sarkaz Centurion.
It is interesting to see the two different applications of Arknights here. Cynik is using Arknights to help clear out, like full auto clear out the slugs on top side, whereas Tortoise used Arknights to just immediately laser down Sarkaz Centurion and immediately enter that second wave going on to W's phase of the stage. Now, I'm curious to see where
the Jiayun.
I'm curious to see where the setup for the kill for W is going to be, because most players that what I've seen typically will kill her in that bottom melee deployable tile left of the blue box, which is, you know, it's a fairly safe spot to stop her there.
Mm-hmm. But oh, she does just explode.
Yeah, she just takes off. She explodes everything
just going.
And she just walks. It's... I remember seeing it for the first time, and I almost screamed because I was terrified. She's not a threat.
So you're approaching me.
Yeah, she just walks.
And yeah.
All right. It is looking like we are seeing the bottom left kill here happen from Tortoise as well. The Utage as well as the Arknights to just laser down W here. Looks like
Jiayun gaming is really fun. A really neat use of her like chakram to just sit there and take out the drones.
As well as those tactical leaks there on those Sarkaz enemies, just letting them get through. They are a little bit beefier, a little bit more time to deal with there. So saving time, you know, getting them out of the way just by letting them walk there, as they are quite fast.
Both players are in wave 3.
Tortoise with a little bit of a lead here. This is the part of the map that has the physical dodge enemies that are very annoying from Ideal City here.
Very, very annoying. It looks like we have a monster coming down on the side of Cynik. That physical dodge is nothing in the face of true damage.
It would win a bunch of guys with some shovels,
a bunch of drunk guys,
or
some
woman's
rock
spine.
monster. Yeah.
Tortoise, just old reliable. Arknights being used to just absolutely obliterate every single boss on this map here. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen Arknights be used as a main DBS in PvP at all. It's actually insanely cool to see this operator used like that.
Yeah, it's super charming. A lot of times people take marksman for clearing out certain things, but god, the bursts that some of them provide cannot be underestimated.
It's looking like this is probably the victory on the side of Tortoise here, as Cynic's still waiting on the kill gate. No, this is over! Tortoise has it!
Yeah. 20 out of 20, there it is!
There. Those perfectly timed Arknights skills with that Wharf buff immediately to take out all three of those bosses. Insanely just perfect. Just planned out to perfection. Tortoise unleashed the minimalist agonizer.
That he got dematerialized. I was trying to make I was trying to make a dematerialized joke when it first happened, but it was not coming to me. Yeah, absolutely obliterated.
All right. Well, that was extremely cool to see this match has kept coming so far.
I was watching your stream again, which is incredibly funny.
We are going to be heading to a short intermission here while we plan out the next matches that are upcoming, as well as just take a quick peek behind the scenes and make sure the bracket's running all well. So we're going to leave you guys unattended in chat for a few minutes. I was debating on letting you guys... We can leave them with the
Stray Cat Shuffle.
We could hit them with the Stray Cat Shuffle. I was going to give you guys access to the Londinium Secondary Defense Artillery sound effect. Okay, you have to stop this.
Okay.
No more.
Stray Cat Shuffle, no Stray Cat Shuffle?
No Stray Cat Shuffle. Thank you.
I can't hear the music, by the way, but I am controlling it.
Yeah, this is the most power you've had. Anyways,
I love having power.
I'm gonna send you guys back. We're gonna be taking a quick break here, and we'll be back with some more matches in probably 5 minutes. Don't quote me on that, because now that I've said 5 minutes, it's not going to be 5 minutes.
It'll be 2 minutes, or maybe it'll be 20.
Don't say 20.
It won't be 20. It won't be 20.
We'll see you guys in approximately 5 minutes. You go. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back. We are cooking. I don't remember where we're going into. It's TN3, it's TN3.
It's TN3.
You just told me, I forgot.
That's okay.
Manfred is out there.
Manfred is out there. Just remember that you are never safe from man.
You are never safe from the Londinium secondary defense artillery.
Alright. Yeah, heading into TN3, this is the stage with Mudrock, Manfred, and Steam Knight. It is most well known for being the most annoying stage on this map. I'm going to assume that most of the people playing today are going to be stalling it. I have just seen the most... so we are watching Meltup and Alczak play here. Meltup just said that he's only cleared the stage 3 to 4 times, which is not inspiring. But, you know, it's probably fine, right?
It'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. I think they can cook.
Yeah. Alright, we are just waiting for our players to get in here. So, the bosses upcoming here, there are some... I would say that the gimmicks for the bosses in the first 2 floors were a lot more noticeable in this one. The gimmicks are just kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So with Mudrock, the HP has been swapped between her and the Colossus. She's very beefy. I will not be surprised if I see most of the players opt to leak that first Colossus that comes through and just kind of like spend all of their damage to take out Mudrock there. But when we get to Manfred and then eventually Steam Knight, I mean, Steam Knight's invisible. So
oh, hey, maybe we can see that Totter Gaming.
I don't know if Totter Gaming is gonna save
I don't
anyone.
think Totter's gonna game enough for that.
There's not enough. It's a
That's fine.
Steam
This is
Knight's
what Silver Ash, my least favorite friend, Silver Ash is for.
Honestly, I feel like we're gonna see the Hoshiguma and the Kaltze and the stalling and the coping and the seething and the balding.
And the balding. The coping.
Neither of our players are too excited about TN3. And you know what? I don't blame them. It's a map.
Yeah, what's a little like, Mudrock, giant HP, and like an invisible Steam Knight, and like just a dash of
did I tell you that Manfred's buffed as well? Yeah,
of course he's buffed.
Military training's been buffed, which is the
it's his auto attacks, right?
Yes, that's the thing
that makes that makes the cannon go more.
Exactly.
Oh,
not to mention,
no.
So this map has introduced something really funny, in which when you because the cannon stays through the 2nd to 3rd waves, so you have cannon for Manfred and Steam Knight. There is the chance that if you don't plan your cannon timing correctly and you kill at the wrong time, that you are just gonna blow up the second that it tries to transition you. I've seen it happen before where the second that players are about to just, seamlessly transition, the cannon just comes down and just obliterates their entire front line.
No.
So...
No.
Yeah,
they're having a bathroom break stall, by the way. This is the ultimate stall strat.
They have to go figure out their last minute strats for TN3.
Yeah.
So
how are they gonna get themselves blown up on stream by Manfred's cannon?
Not only are they forced to play TN3 in a PvP tournament, they're forced to do it on stream with 2 clowns commentating them.
Honk honk. There's my clown nose. Or, if I had one. I should get one.
Might be funny. Might be a good little...
It might be funny.
But
a bit. What if I go to clown school?
That's just art school.
Oh, you're right. Well, actually, there is an art college that was founded by some guy who does a circus, and it's in my state. It's out there.
I love how our stall stratus would immediately talk about clowns.
Yeah, and how a clown runs a college out here.
Average college experience. I was gonna say that I don't think we're gonna see our standard. So typically on a Manfred stage, there are some standard operators that you're gonna see. Usually it's your true damage, usually it's your dodge ignore, but with everything else in mind with Steam Night, I have a feeling that a lot of the team comps here are going to shift into something a lot more defensive. I'm hoping they are, because if they don't, we might be having
I would hope so too, because having extra defenders and just protective units to help tank and soak the cannon blast. A Manfred blast.
Don't call it that.
It's too late. It's the Manfred blast now.
Don't call it that.
Manfred.
Please don't call it. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime.
We have both players here getting ready for TN3. Now, this is also, I would like to say, on the back end, when we looked at the stage and how well people were performing on it, we did opt to actually increase the sudden death timer for the stage from the base 10 minutes up to 15 to try and give players a better chance to not blow up and die.
Mm-hmm.
We are seeing both players.
Meltup's got the Glasgow gang on their side.
Okay, so I was actually expecting to see the Ling. Yo,
the Ling. Let's go. Let's go.
Ling Gaming.
Ling Gaming.
Is this the first time we're gonna see Ling win? Okay, so there is a tech on this map with that top left enemy where you can use Weedy to push it back and avoid that, oh, that's not what we're doing. I was gonna explain something and that's not what we're doing. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
unless
fine.
It is what we're doing. No, it is. We just have a multi-purpose Weedy here. Okay. It is still what we're doing, but you can use Weedy to push the enemy out of the range of the tower there and avoid them getting captured, allowing you to burst down Mudrock a lot sooner here. Interesting. I did not consider the Weedy placement. I've always seen her placed a little bit higher up, so.
It works, though, considering she's got her little friend.
We did see the same thing on the side of Alczak here with the feeder instead. They are just opting to leak down the middle lane there versus Meltup, who's using Siege to hold there with the Glasgow gang. Does look like, yeah, we are just surtering Mudrock to death on both ends here. We did have Posy up there on the side of Meltup to help take out that initial, like, just huge amount of HP that Mudrock has. Heading into wave 2 here. It's time.
Okay, there was a Calcit pickup too.
The man.
I had a feeling we might see her for the true damage.
Yep. Just immediately spawn camping, man.
There she is.
You know what? This is respectable.
Respectable.
This is probably
get his ass.
The most normal way to handle Manfred is to just spawn camp him. This is what we did for CC10 as well. You just kill him and spawn. It's the easiest way.
It is. Get him out of here. Don't deal with him.
Alczak, though, is not actually that far behind, also heading into the Manfred phase here. We are going to see Manfred is Ling on both? I didn't realize that Ling was on both sides. The Ling is on
both teams.
I did not realize the Ling was on both teams until right now.
Both teams have a Ling.
This is probably one of the first times we've seen Ling get used by both players in actually a PvP tournament. Well, I would assume that probably is because she gets banned in some of the other ones, but she's also actually not that popular of a pick because her strats typically involve a little bit more micro, just from having to play summons.
Also, a lot of DP.
We are seeing the Mudrock skill 3 here in place of usually skill 2, which is just kind of the AFK brain off, take cannon, I don't want to think about it skill. So I'm curious to see if the skill 3 is also to do something in the Steam Night phase as well.
It might.
All right. It does look like that. It's so hard to tell, like, how far the stage is gonna go because it's about to slow way down the second that we see Steam Night.
Yeah.
So it's looking like if Meltup can get this really far lead here happening, if Meltup can get a far lead going into Steam Night and has a stable clear for Steam Night, that this is probably going to be the win for Meltup. But I'm not sure if is everything okay? He's got a...
Oh, that's a little bit of a situation with those lads.
It does look like we might have some unintentional leaking here on the side of Meltup, and that cannon call is getting close to coming down here. Is he? Oh god. Are we gonna see a reset
down to 1 HP?
Is our first reset gonna be on Manfred here and not on Steam Night? Oh god.
Oh my god.
That cannon call took out most of Meltup's field here. On the other side, we still have Alczak, slow and steady though, managing to just take out most of the map here and just the Ling stall.
The Ling stall. You know what? Good. This is
Yeah.
what I did when I was dealing with Manfred. I said, fuck it. Ling stall.
Now,
Put those dragons to work.
like every Manfred stage, this does have a bit of a dynamic killgate. I did not, unfortunately, get to test out how dynamic the killgate is. But if you can see here, we do actually have Okay, I was going to use Meltup as an example for him being ahead in the killgate while still having those enemies had spawned later. But the example's gone. We're moving on. We're on to Steam Knight. Now, we have bigger fish to fry. This man is invisible.
Why is he invisible?
Because God hates us. God has abandoned us.
God has abandoned us.
And we're stuck with Steam Knight.
Why does this thing look like those Genshin Impact, like, constructs?
I don't like that you're right. All right.
Yeah, sorry for being right.
Alczak is not that far behind here. He does have a cannon call coming down, but it looks like Ling is going to be safe here.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Now, I am curious to see if that Mudrock skill 3 is going to come back. Now, a big thing to point out here, look at the DP difference from Meltup to Alczak. Just look how much DP Alczak managed to save up going into this, like, third wave here.
Yeah, he's got a lot to work with right now.
It looks like we're opening with just the Surtur just
Surtur right on the
HP.
Steam Knight.
Both players using that Surtur, just shearing off the HP, trying to get Steam Knight into phase 2, probably, but...
Hopefully. Ideally. Oof.
See, this is probably the part where I'd be sweating the most, because Meltup had a very huge lead going into the second and first wave, but Alczak caught up a lot of time while Meltup was kind of fumbling in the middle of the Manfred wave of the stage, and it's brought it to be a lot closer in Steam Knight, so if Meltup has to stall here, this could be it.
Yeah.
It's looking like Alczak is just going to be using Ling Dragons as cannon fodder here, which, you know what, it's fair.
11 to 8 is not that great of a difference when it comes to dealing with this monstrosity.
I can't tell if we have Steam Knight phase on either side. Again, I
think he's phased. I can't tell either, actually.
I don't think he's been phased on the side of Meltup or Alczak yet. But I think we're going to be seeing the phase soon here. Yeah, that's going to be phase there on the side of Meltup. And... oh god, Spectre is getting absolutely overwhelmed there on the side of Alczak, just having to hold off all of those enemies.
coming down, helping her out.
Again, you know, no bans, you might as well bring all of the meta you can bear.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at both players, just trying to unpack what's going through their minds, what they're trying to cook here.
It's such a dicey game for Meltup since he does only have 1 HP still left.
Yeah. There aren't that many enemies left, which is good, and a lot of them are those like disc enemies that you'll see on the right side there. They just basically target the nearest operator that they can like reach in range of and just hit them for a decent amount of damage. It's looking like
funny.
Okay. There's gonna be
the most ominous saw blades I've ever seen.
Oh no, that's not phase. I thought that was phase on the side of Alczak, but I think this is Neural here coming in for the phase.
Okay, yeah.
Hitting that kill gate. But it is looking like Meltup with the hefty lead here now. Got his lead back. 26 out of 34. It's literally just Operation Survive for both players at this point. Oh, down to one life. Both down to 1 life seal. Both trying to just, you know, tank Steam Knight, live through Steam Knight, avoid the cannon wiping out their teams.
It is Operation Survive out here for both of them. I did not realize that Steam Knight also just made a slew of undeployable tiles.
Yes.
That is probably the most harrowing thing about this boss I've learned.
So when Steam Knight sends...
Oh, jeez.
Alczak! What? Oh, God!
Yeah, a reset on the side of Alczak.
If Meltup doesn't mess up, it's over.
Yeah, this could easily be the clear.
But
Meltup's
again, cannon call coming in here soon, and it's quite... I think it'll be fine on the side of Meltup, but this cannon call could just take out... It's going to end up taking out Alczak here, which I'm not sure... He doesn't really have the DP here, so I'm if he doesn't get Steam Knight with or before
There's
this cannon call,
also-
okay, he's...
I think he's gone, but I can't tell.
I think...
Oh, he's gone. He's dead. That knight's gone.
Okay.
Oh, and he shifted the cannon target
Okay.
to the Ling Dragon at the last second. Let's go.
Steam Knight is not gone. He actually
Oh, he's
jumps
not
into the
gone?
air at certain percents. You can see those lightning strikes there coming in. That's the ability that leaves the undeployable tiles. He's got just a fraction of HP left here.
Oh,
So,
that's insane.
once
That was a
Steam
great
Knight-
save, though, to
Yeah.
protect Calcit from that cannon strike. Just getting Ling out of there. I don't think she had any dragons left to deploy.
God, it's such a risky game here. Watching Steam Knight and trying to keep Steam Knight from, just mowing down your team, as well as, keeping that cannon in check. Meltup there, placing down those operators, managing to divert the cannon and taking the victory here. God, it is incredibly stressful.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was horrifying to watch.
It is.
Yeah, that diversion was honestly very well put together. That knight sure does steam. That knight sure does steam.
Is that your review on Steam Knight here?
My review on Steam Knight is, boy, he sure steams. He's putting people in the pressure cooker. They don't call him Steam Knight for nothing.
Now again, I did say before this, Meltup has only cleared a handful of times. I don't blame him. TN3 is oh god, it is one of the stages of all time.
It is a stage of all time for sure.
I started sweating while watching that, to be quite honest. And honestly, I'm not the one
I don't
playing.
blame you. I don't blame you. That was harrowing. They put things in that robot.
they do put things in that room. I mean, there's a man in there. Probably.
There's a man in there, probably.
God, I'm actually still I'm short of breath. I'm still trying to recover from watching Steam Knight.
Yeah, Steam Knight's a guy of all time.
He's
That's
definitely a guy. All right, we are going to be heading into our semifinals in here coming up soon. We're going to be doing both of our semifinals, and then we're going to take a quick break before we head into the finals here. Our semis and our finals are both going to be played on TN4, which is the map that has Emperor's Blade, Anduin, and Tallulah. Significantly a lot less annoying than Steam Knight. Steam Knight, I think, is just honestly the real killer of TN3. Like, Manfred he's handleable, other than, like, the RNG that you get just from Manfred auto attacks.
I guess you could say he's manageable. That was bad. Sorry.
I need you to know I almost immediately just called intermission so that I could go just walk outside. Like, just immediately out the gate.
I am a sucker for the worst puns imaginable, so... refresh, because I think...
Alright, sorry, I have to do tournament logistics on the back end.
That's why I told you to refresh Smiley
Nope,
face, because they
are both ready.
They've both been cooking. Let's go...
Alright, we are going into our semifinals here. I baited Darian, I lied to him, and then I stopped lying to him, but I did lie to him.
I told you to unlie to him.
Yeah. See, while I don't scam people like Viper does, I do just outright lie, though. Don't worry about it. Looks like coming in chat to say he doesn't know how to use L-Woman.
It's okay. L-Woman is hard to use.
Ling is alright, noted.
Ling is easy to use, and she's hard to use at the same time.
Ling is difficult to use, got it.
Ling she's easy, she's hard. She's both at the same time. Sometimes it's so easy, you just be like, oh, I just fucking put this 4 black dragon down, and then other times you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna micromanage these summons, I don't want to die.
Alright, so you heard it here first. Ling is easy and hard at the same time.
Yeah, multi-track drifting. Multi-talented operator.
I mean, it's like I can't use meta operators to save my life because I know what they do, I just don't,
I love you censoring Ling like a slur. Thanks, Boulder.
Listen, Ling's not even that bad in comparison to some of the other operators
when you
that
look
we
at
have
Texas
now.
Alter,
I mean, we have to take into
that
consideration how much we've seen Texas Alter used over these past few matches.
what's that dog doing?
That dog's doing a lot. That dog is also, while good, also, I mean, like, okay, you know what? I can't give you any flag for saying that Ling is both easy and hard to use when Texas Alter is both the meta breaking unit as well as just mid. So
Yeah.
they're very talented in the sense of just the quantum zone of operating on both ends of their scale there.
Because, like, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you can just be like, oh, yes, I can definitely slap this high burst operator down in this spot, and it will be fine, and it will handle everything. And a lot of times you're like, I have to move around 27 times and I want to die.
Oh, I used Texas Alter for one of the first times ever the other day.
How'd that go for you?
I mean, I was using my E1 skill level 1 Texas.
Hell yeah, brother!
But she's the reason why we cleared the stage, so...
Let's go.
I don't know what that says about Texas Alter, but I don't think it's anything good.
I don't know what it says about Texas Alter, but it sure shows a lot of ingenuity and creativity.
I don't know if it does that either. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it does. I
don't think it does. All right. We are heading into our first of our semifinals here. It is. I was gonna just feel like it is semis, right?
It
I'm
is
not
semis.
insane.
They are on TN4. They have access to all of those funny little preset squads.
Yep. We have Iris Miwa. I think the only one of IRS to
the
survive.
only IRS member to make it
IRS
out.
just crashed and burned instantly, and I'm gonna
love
say that
this
it's
for
because I
them.
wasn't spamming our what's our thing in the chat? I don't know what to call it. Our copy
Hashtag
pasta?
IRS sweep.
Yeah, IRS sweep. I wasn't there spamming it, which is why they all lost.
You know what? While we were on intermission, I called them Cloud9, and I'm sticking to it. I'll roast my own team.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. They're a little bit of a Cloud9 situation.
But anyways, we have IRS Miwa here versus Tssovinar. We are going to be heading into TN4. This is the stage with... I forgot the name of Emperor's Blade. Emperor's Blade, Anduin, and Tallulah. Or, not Tallulah. Sorry, if you said Tallulah, that's actually incorrect. It's the Deathless Black Snake.
The Deathless Black Snake. Don't forget the V if you're playing Scribble.io.
The is very important. The Deathless Black Snake. Unspectacular. We do have a couple notable... I mean, I'm going to assume that Emperor's Blade is going to get removed from the field near instantly, but in the case
I would hope so.
In the case of Anduin, depending on where you're dropping those dodge fields, it could very heavily impact your gameplay later on. Those dodge fields are 60% dodge. They are incredibly annoying, and they are damage reduction as well. They do work for the other enemies, so dropping them in an inopportune location is going to... Sorry, I think I see the players saying that they didn't cook anything again, and I'm a little bit scared. I'm
afraid in the best way. Let's go.
I love when the players come in and immediately say, I don't know what we're cooking.
These bosses are about to do some Toho shit to them.
True, they are.
Yeah.
Alright. Just waiting on the players here. Yeah, I'm
There's
catching
particles.
up. It does look like both of the players... Well, okay, I know for the fact that Miwa isn't 100% practiced here, so we'll see what happens.
I believe in them. I think that something will happen.
Someone in IRS is going to be consistent, surely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seeing immediately going for the 3 guards there on the side of Mira. That's not Chen Alter. Chen Alter's not a guard.
That's Chen Normal.
That's Chen Normal. Chen Awesome. Gaviel and Surtur. A lot of
Clocking
heavy
in
boss
for her
damage
9 to
dealers,
5.
but we do have immediately
Got a Calcit
Tssovinar.
coming out as well.
Tssovinar loading in almost instantly here, though.
Tssovinar also rocking the Glasgow gang.
Tssovinar with a Texas Alter and a Surtur. Those are going to be their main boss DPS, as well as a Wynar. Something you do have to watch out for, though, is Wynar's taunt does just pull everything to him.
Wynar's taunt is a funny time.
It's a very funny time, especially if you drop him down while Emperor's Blade is on the field. I definitely learned the hard way that he will just blast Wynar from across the map.
What's a little beast blasting between dudes?
Now, what I'm interested to see, we have Surtur on the side, Surtur and Texas Ultra here on Tssovinar's side, taking out Emperor's Blade there, immediately phasing him. I'm curious to see what he's going to do for phase 2.
Yeah.
Or if he's
probably
just
that's what the Moinar's lined up for.
I'm assuming that's what the Moinar's lined up for.
I think the horse is lined up for that. Yeah, there he goes. It's going. It's horsey time.
It is horsey time.
Horse Sculptor buff. Absolutely shredding him and the drones at the same time.
We do have Moinar, though, in the... It's Dominion. I was just gonna call it the Fart Cloud. I do know the name. It's Dominion.
I almost called it the Fart Cloud, I'm gonna be honest.
There's a lot of AoE effects on this stage.
Yeah, there is. That's why I said it's some Toho level
yeah, there's
situations.
A lot of management.
There's a lot of particles on the screen.
I will say, it's incredibly close for both players here. Both are almost neck and neck. Miwa seems to have actually surpassed. Even though he started later and just, killed the boss a little bit later, Miwa's caught up and is already hitting wave 2 here.
Yup.
Now, we're gonna see how, I think he's just gonna spawn camp Anduin. Very simple. Simple, effective. Take him out.
Get him out of here.
I mean, he can't
get that guy.
The penance immediately on the red block is also incredibly bold here. Now, this stage does have a weird kill gate where after the initial kill gate on this wave, there's just one last sniper enemy that comes out of the bottom right that is somewhat inconsistent when it comes out. In my testing and just research, I could not find out what made him show up late or not. It looked like it might be something to do with the UI, but I don't know. I don't question what's going on with this game's code.
Sorry, man. It's been so long since Guide Ahead. I forgot how awful, how harrowing it is to watch Anduin scan enemies on the field.
That's okay. With the HP limiter, you can just live through all of it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you just slap an HP limiter on there. I don't know if I didn't see if that's what either of the players were running, but with the HP limiter, you can just take that scan and not have to worry about it.
That's something.
I'm going to assume with how much damage that the operators are taking here that's probably what at least Tssovinar is taken in this case.
Looks like they had a lot more health. I remember doing Guide Ahead. I remember muscling through it.
On Miwa's side, there was that one pesky enemy that does show up really, really late here, but Miwa's heading into wave 3 here, onto the Deathless Black Snake. Now, the nice thing about this is that there's no civilians to worry about, and you don't have to worry about that last wave of fireballs.
Oh, that's good.
Which does make for a bit of a funny experience where you kill the boss's second phase and just blast you with fireballs for no reason. There's no enemies afterwards.
No, I think that's funny. I think making you sit in the fireball cooking pot.
We are seeing the Chen just immediately the skill 3 pop, but that was actually, the Chen did get hit by the, I believe it's called, is it Burning Breath? I'm not sure the exact name, but Tallulah's fire attack, that fire brand that she puts on the operators actually makes them deal less damage. So it wasn't actually a huge burst amount of damage that you'd see from Chen. Chen can normally take out like 70, I'd say, %. That's a really rough estimate. Don't hold me to that. 70% of the 8 boss HP here.
And that is phase 1 on the side of Miwa. They're about to get fireball blasted.
They do have Nightingale skill up, so it should.
Ooh!
Oh no!
Oh!
Something is.
That's all of them going down.
It might be. They have all 5 life seals, so it might be fine. But oh god, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Nightingale's skill was up, but it wasn't enough. They are just gonna leak those enemies there.
4 enemies, hopefully.
They have 1 life seal left.
Look like she's taking the brand,
though.
It's
It's just the boss left. A little bit terrifying. That was
a little dicey. A little dicey.
Mom said we had misfired cannon call at home. Misfired cannon call at home.
Yeah.
Same. That was the same feeling.
Same thing.
We didn't really get it on TN3, but we did get it here.
Yeah.
I'm really stressed out. Tallulah does not walk directly into the box here. She does stand there, so there is still time. But it is just incredibly terrifying to see the boss walk this close to the exit and not be dead yet. Especially when Tssovinar, hot on Miwa's heels here, not quite caught up, but, 9 out of 15 isn't nothing to sneeze at when you're, slowly shaving down. It does look like this is going to be the...
Oh
Texas,
my god. Is she walking
not
to the
quite.
second one?
We do have
Not
starter
quite.
up. There's
Starter's
just
up.
just throwing bodies at it. This should be the kill. We are
This
okay.
should-
That
okay,
is the
she
second
exploded?
phase. It's just the fireballs and the map is over here. But is that also phase on the side of? Was that
It
second
is.
phase?
Yes.
Hold on. Are we about to see
They're both
like?
at 14 out of 15.
Are we about to see the closest? No, that was only okay. No,
Oh,
that was
that
oh my
was-
god, you
okay.
had me scared. Okay, that is the
Oh,
win
that
for
was
Miwa.
really scary.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
so scary.
They are both
that
out of
was
14 out of
really-
15, but that was only phase 1 on the side of
Oh,
Tssovinar.
I was like, wait, he
Incredibly-
wasn't that far ahead, was he?
Oh my god, that was I thought that was
terrifying,
like
dude.
some insane catch
that
up
was
there
really-
from Tssovinar.
If it was, honestly,
It would have. You
Would've
know
been
what? I wouldn't have
bonkers.
even been mad about it.
would have been absolutely bonkers to see.
No, I am glad we didn't see any ridiculous cannon call misfires, but I am glad to see that we did get fireball mishap. You know, I love a little. You know, I mean, I
What's
do
a little
love a little
fireball
fireball
violence?
violence.
Yeah, what's a little fireball violence amongst homies?
You know, just
Amongst
as a
friends.
treat.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. I don't know if we're really. I don't know if I'm on a friends relationship with the Deathless Black Snake per se.
No, probably not, but like,
Hmm. Hmm. No, I don't think so. I'm not. I don't know. The vibes are just. They're not there.
sorry. Through the player's side. Nightingale didn't dodge. That was so bad.
Nightingale did not dodge, which is why Miwa died, allegedly.
Yep.
Some more important quotes from our player's back end include Tssovinar saying, I forgot to move right side so Emperor doesn't fart. Which is quite, you know, that's just words to live by, really.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Alright, we do have our other semifinals match. Other semifinals match coming up here in just a moment here. We are going to be heading back to watch Meltup play against Sten here. So I know for you this is the first time I think that you've seen Deathless Black Snake in motion.
I've seen it a little bit with some of the other
thoughts
PvPs.
okay, actually, you know, I'll bring it back. What are your thoughts on the bosses that you haven't played against? Because I know you take a lot of time to read the story and you like reading all the lore. So you're not too caught up on the story, but like seeing these bosses in this event, what's your are you scared? Are you excited?
No,
How do you feel about
I'm not
Steam Night on the
scared.
horizon?
I'm not scared because I know it's not going to be cranked up to 11 like this. Like, I don't know. I think it's manageable.
I think it's manageable.
I think like this is like the worst of the worst. It's like, it can't be this bad. It doesn't help that like when I watch people, like I already start thinking about ways that like I could like be doing things. So it's just like, but
you know.
it is just incredibly funny.
So you think
He's
you're gonna
out there.
are you gonna use any of the strategies you're seeing today?
No, I'm gonna win with my faves.
You know,
But my faves end up being White Iron Surtur anyway, so it doesn't
no
matter.
Ling?
No, you're right. I'll take Ling, my bestie.
Your best friend Ling. I
My
sure hope
bestie. When I can use her, I find a spot. Or my best friend Thorns.
you know what, I'm not gonna lie, after watching these matches, I'm a little bit more scared of Steam. I mean, Steam Night's been sitting on the horizon for me for a while. I don't want to look at it. Every time I think about fighting him, I get scared.
Yeah, well,
I get really
he's
scared.
a little scaries.
He's really scary.
He's a little scaries. I forgot what I was taking for, like, TN2.
Probably operators of some
I
kind. I
hope
think you
that
should
you
take it for it.
I don't have her.
Well, it's a good thing that you have someone added who has an M9 Ifrit.
You're right. You're so right. You know what operator I still don't want to take?
Who?
I know she's good, but I'm not bringing Texas.
Texas,
I want to think a little more.
I don't know how Texas works, so even if I
blow her-
brought Texas, yeah,
You put that dog in a situation.
yeah, I tried that and she got blowed up.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know how to
what if I
put that
take
dog in a
Lee?
situation.
she got that dog in her.
She's got something in her.
She
And I
got
think it
something
might
in
be a
her
little
for
bit. I
sure.
think it might be a little bit of hypergriff favoritism, but you know.
Oh, 100%.
But it's fine because she's about to get power
fine.
crept in. I think 5 days is when we're getting our next event here coming up.
Yeah, you know, normal behavior.
All right, we are heading into TN4 again here for our second semifinals match. It is Meltup versus Sten. Meltup we did just see earlier with the. It was stable enough TN3. It was a
It was sufficient.
sufficient TN3 clear. I mean,
Remember how I
again,
said the only HP that matters is the last one?
I mean, it was. It is.
It was.
All right.
The only HP that matters is the last one. If you can sustain and you win, then, well, I don't know.
Well, TN4 is going to be a bit of a different beast. I think that this is going to be a better situation for Meltup in this case to actually, you know, flex a little bit, show off some more of those more aggressive strategies because, you know, TN3 really just forces you to play back and play safe. So, I mean, I'm probably expecting to see the same amount of operators. Seeing like a Posy, the Surtur, you know, the operators that we just saw, probably seeing them again in this case.
Oh, yeah. Calcit's coming down to deal with all of that horrible dodge.
All right. It does look like both players are getting ready here. This is our second semifinals before we head into our grand finals here after this. Both players off to their drafting phase. We are seeing, again, the Surtur and the Chen here coming out on the side of Meltup. But Sten, already in the... Hold on.
Sten's,
Immediately, he's just floored
Sten's
it.
in the sauce. He hit the ground. He hit the ground running.
What is his team? I think he's got... Okay, he's got the preset squad.
Pinecone! Oh yeah, he's got the Pinecone.
He's even grabbed the support unit. He's even grabbed the support unit,
The
and he was...
Saria.
That was an insanely
Yo,
fast...
there's Thorns! Everyone's bestie Thorns.
Thorns is a great lane holder here, able to, you know...
Yeah.
But Thorns is a great lane holder everywhere. I don't know why I'm saying here.
He's a great lane holder. Dog.
He's a great
It's just
lane holder.
funny timing
Sentence.
as a dog gets there.
As a dog. I mean, he wasn't blocking that thing. He wasn't blocking.
Yeah, he was
That's
not
his
blocking
fault.
that thing.
That was Saria.
was-
Saria wasn't out yet. We can blame Saria
Yeah.
for that one.
Yeah.
It does look like we are going to see Surtur spawn camp here on the side of Sten. We have Posy set up in top side on the side of Meltup. Surtur slowly there getting hit by the Dominion debuff. As Posy's typewriter can just ignore it, hitting that phase immediately there. Both players actually seen the phase at almost the exact same time.
Yeah.
Wait, is that
A Posy
Ling
type-
is back. The Ling is back.
Guess who's back? Back again. It's Blue Woman. Blue Woman lane hold, pretty powerful.
I was not. I'm not
but
gonna.
Chen
If you
just
told me,
annihilated Emperor's Blade.
if you told me
I
that we
think.
would see Blue Woman like back to back in our stream, I would not
Yeah,
believe
Chen
you.
just annihilated Emperor's Blade. Holy shit.
Not surprising. I mean,
Nah, yeah.
getting him off the field as soon as possible so he farts less is
Mhm.
quite integral.
That
I
is
will-
almost. There's only one fart cloud
There is
on what's
something-
gonna remain.
There is something nice about the Dominion, and it does debuff the enemy slightly as well, although it does slow them down, which is not something you really want for a speedrun. We are
Yeah.
hitting wave 2 here, and Owain out on the side of Meltup. Sten is here still cleaning up that first half. He's stuck on that one is it Imperial Striker? I believe that's the name of that enemy there, as well as the drone here, leaking the drone.
Yeah.
It looks like this is gonna give Meltup a pretty clean lead here, as he's almost already taken out Anduin. Anduin dodging
Yeah.
every shot there from. As I say this, Anduin immediately just ignored every single shot from the typewriter.
It's definitely such a staggering difference in how much of the map is covered in the Emperor's Blades clouds.
I mean, again, they are moving to the right, so this isn't gonna be that big of a
It's
problem.
not bad, but
It is going to. Wait, was that? That's phase already. Wait.
oh
Sten's
yeah,
seen phase already.
yeah.
Meltup hasn't hit phase yet. Has he? No, that's
He just hit phase.
he just hit phase.
Meltup just hit phase.
So it's looking like this might be. Can Sten still catch up from this? Meltup had a pretty
Maybe.
insane lead there going out of wave 1, but it looks like Sten, 12 out of 22 versus the 18 here, coming back.
Ouch. And with the
It might be
annihilation.
fine though. That final enemy there,
Meltup.
he's got that last enemy, those last two enemies being the kill gate. He is going to be able to head out into wave 3 here. For a few seconds there, thinking that Sten was going to be able to catch up.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see what happens in wave 3 here. Sten's still stuck in wave 2 though, unfortunately. Even though he immediately burst down that boss, I don't think it's going to be enough, as Meltup is here in that last phase. Tallulah's wave has significantly less enemies, so there isn't as much for him to deal with. Though I am curious what's the
bigger
plan
danger
here.
with Tallulah is just everything getting annihilated by those fireballs.
And is there a healer on Meltup's team? Am I? No,
there's
okay.
Calcit, smiley
that's,
face.
She's not. That's not really a healer. But I understand.
I'm a doctor, but Cock's gone. That's Calcit.
I'm just curious what the plan is going to be to survive the fireball waves here.
I don't think there is a plan.
All right,
I think
there has to be one. If you were going into this, if you're going into this,
I think he's just dropping everyone after this. I think it's gonna be linked to phase, and then just letting everyone reset to kill phase 2 after the fireballs.
I mean, he does still have the 5 life steals, so he can afford it.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah.
Sten is coming up here, coming into the Tallulah wave as well, so I mean, Meltup does have to be careful. There is still the chance that Sten can catch up with a really fast kill here, but...
Have to be really efficient.
Yeah, there they are, the tactical leaks like you mentioned, just letting on everyone... Okay, yeah, you were right. Everyone resetting and just replacing the operators at the end of this wave.
Yeah, once these fireballs are cleared, it looks like it's,
even with the insane boss kill,
all
it's just...
in onto Tallulah. Or the Deathless Black Snake.
The Deathless Black, yeah.
The Deathless
Not
Tallulah.
quite Tallulah.
Not quite Tallulah, but still Tallulah.
It's impressive to see just
Tallulah.
how quickly Sten burst down this boss, though. It's not... I don't think it's going to be enough to catch up, as it looks like Meltup, pulling ahead again, just has to take out this boss here.
Yeah, it's probably a little too far behind, but still, like, holding her there to secure the setup.
Chen's got the debuff, though. Is she gonna...
Chen does have the debuff, but
she's gonna do enough damage, though. Oh my god, I was so worried that debuff was gonna be just not enough damage. So this is now... But look how close Sten managed to make it.
Yeah.
Even with how far ahead Meltup pulled up in all of those waves. It's kind of insane just how close that this match ended up being in the end.
Yeah.
Insane
Deathless Black
gameplay.
Snake's still sitting out about half of an HP bar, which is bonkers to think about. Like, still really close. But yeah, just link to kill and then dropping everyone and
yeah, I wasn't
having everyone else sit in the wings. That's really, really smart. Honestly, smart setups from both players, honestly.
I wasn't expecting the full reset there. I'm glad that you caught that, because that was insanely cool to see.
I was just like, oh, well, Ling is like 20 bodies in one, so
True.
This is probably what's gonna happen.
All right, that is Meltup here, heading into the finals. Oh, my voice is dying, sorry.
Yeah, have you drank some water?
I am drinking water. We're
Alright,
gonna have Meltup,
water.
EBA Meltup versus IRS Miwa. I mean, you know, name a better matchup than IRS versus EBA.
Literally, name a better duo.
The classic matchup of all time. Not really sure what kind of grudge is going on between these two orgs. I just know that it exists, and that I'm here to perpetuate it.
I just think it's funny that we're almost always squaring off against each other in the top two.
I mean, I think IRS just beefs with every other org at this point. All right, we are gonna give the players a few minutes here just to, you know, catch their breath. We're gonna give them just five minutes, probably. Unless they need more, we're gonna give them 5 minutes. We're also gonna give ourselves 5 minutes here, because
we should take a little bathroom breaky.
Yeah,
probably.
We've been talking, unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry you guys have to hear us talk. Smiley
yeah, I know.
face.
It must be it's awful, right? Listening to just me and Nos just talk constantly.
Talking about pressure cooking.
Alright. But what about pressure cooking?
That's what the Steam Night was doing.
That is what the Steam Night was doing, that to the operators. Alright.
Oh.
We are going to head into a brief intermission of just 5 minutes here before we get into our grand finals. So we will be right back here.
Can I play Stray Cat Shuffle?
No, you cannot play Stray. You already played Stray Cat Shuffle. Pick a different song. Anyways, we'll see you back in a few minutes here with some more announcements and whatnot. Hey, hi. I think there's something wrong with a lot of you. Really fast.
I
hope
wish
you
you
guys
still had the cannon enabled.
The cannon is. I'll put the cannon on at the end. I'll give you guys another minute of cannon time. All right. Well,
Like you're letting us into like the McDonald's play place for like 5 minutes. Okay, you can go play in the ball pit for 5 minutes, but if you if you scratch little Jimmy's eye out, we're gonna have words.
so I was supposed to set stuff up. I couldn't because I just literally could not think with the amount of just cannon sound effects that we're playing. So while I'm finishing some setup, hey, Nas, do you want to explain
The secret?
the secret that's happened behind the scenes?
So, there's a secret to the. So, we have a little surprise in store for the players. As many of you may know, TN4 comes with a 4th difficulty level. This is the difficulty level that our players will be playing on today for the final match. They are playing on Ultimate. It is gonna be a bloodbath. I don't think either of them were ready.
We did not tell them ahead of time. This was just, you know, a fun little surprise for them.
They found out like 5 minutes ago, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, Grand Finals is on Ultimate. They did find out a few minutes ago. I don't think the response was... I think the response was, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, which, listen,
and
you might not know what you're doing, but that's gonna make it more fun.
And before you say that we're monsters, I'll just let you know that originally I had different bans applied to stages. I had, like, no ranged ops, no specialists, you weren't allowed to, like, place, like, operators within, like, certain ranges. It was a lot meaner than what we could have had.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have both the players set up here. We have EVA's Meltup versus IRS Miwa, both starting their draft phase. I did not realize that Darian was ready already.
No, they're gunning it. Let's go, let's go.
You know what? Yeah, no holds bars. We're heading out on Ultimate mode.
How will they handle it? More Ling gaming, more Texas gaming. A lot more Ling than I expected today, but she is like 7 guys in a trench coat. Bro's not on Ultimate. Wait, what?
I'm gonna trust that Darian's doing his job.
Okay.
We're gonna trust
I'm gonna
that
also trust that Darian's doing his job.
I'm trusting that Darian's doing his job. We do have Meltup in here already. Back with the Ling strat, back with the same thing that we just saw here. Miwa, on the other hand, also I think pulling out the same strat that we saw here before. I think we're gonna see a lot of the same strats that both players just pulled out. It's basically just gonna be down to the wire who can just pull out the faster strat here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. We're gonna give it.
I think there was an actual mistake. There's a lot of message. Okay,
let's. Lurky's hopped in. We're gonna let Lurky handle the situation here.
Yeah.
If there was a mistake, I think we're just have both players. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I think they're both resetting.
Let's get both players to reset. Oops.
Trial ended.
I wonder if they thought Darian was joking.
I don't.
Did Darian not deliver it with enough conviction that I was serious?
No, we were absolutely serious.
What is... Okay.
No, yeah. Yeah, neither of them were on Ultimate. Neither of them were on Ultimate. No, we were absolutely serious. I'm impressed!
I'm gonna pause for a minute here.
I'm thoroughly impressed.
So, Darian was told, I did see in chat that it was brought up. We're gonna pause for a moment. We're gonna pause, we're gonna assess the situation.
Collect ourselves.
Give both players a chance to assess the situation. Okay, let's make sure that everything has been clarified here. I think we're good. I'm going to assume that we're good.
I think they're good.
I think both
they
players,
are on
both
ultimate.
players clearing their squads here.
Squads, stats.
Same thing.
Squads have stats.
Lurky here with the thank you,
Lurky.
Lurky's first time
Oh my
TOing and he's doing better than me. I say this like I'm not a glorified like figurehead at this point. Please eat. Anyways,
Yeah, please
alright.
eat.
That was a false start. Here's the real start.
The real start. It was not a bit.
It was not a bit. It was
it is
not a
ultimate.
joke. I am making you guys play on ultimate. I do believe in suffering.
It's sometimes it's a little funny as a tweet.
I mean,
As a tweet.
Everyone wanted harder stages for PvP, right?
Yeah.
Surely this is fine.
No, it's totally fine. It's normal. It's so normal. Oh my god. Discord, cooperate with me.
Now,
Still gonna see similar strats coming down from everyone.
yeah, similar stats coming out from everyone. The stats are are a little bit up more in this case. Most notable that I remember off the top of my head is that Anduin's dodge is up an additional 5%.
Let's go.
Everything is just a little bit worse. And now I believe the real nail in the coffin in this case is going to be that neither player has properly prepared for this. This was not something that was publicly advertised. This was it was a little trick. We do a little bit of trolling.
Yeah, we do a little trolling. Listen, well, how else are you gonna mix it up for your finals match but the Forbidden 4th difficulty?
There was no bans. There was no additional map I could put you guys on. You guys thought I would just let you out scot-free?
I know.
Anyways, yeah, the scuff was all planned. It was actually just to add drama. None of this was by accident. We were all very professional here. We are seeing very same strats coming out here on both sides of the players, both the Surtur, the Texas Altar, bursting down that boss, making sure that you're keeping those clouds on the left side. Both players hitting that kill gate.
Yeah,
almost
hitting
the exact
kill
same
gate.
time.
Moving to wave 2, yeah, almost in
Literally
sync.
almost in sync here. Wow. I think this is our tightest match yet here, and I think this is going to be down to the wire. Hopefully, Miwa's Nightingale dodge isn't absolutely awful this time.
In the Nightingale dodge. Does Nightingale actually have dodge stance?
She has Arts dodge.
That's
Nightingale's
really
skill
funny.
3 is some of the only Arts dodge in the game, allowing for her to be able to provide both a dodge for herself as well as dodge for her allies in her skill 3 range.
Yeah, that is huge. Hopefully it pulls through this time. Anduin's coming down with the scanner.
It's really interesting seeing where the different players choose to kill the boss here. Again, the boss, I do not believe the boss is the kill gate in the case of this specific wave. So where you kill him isn't too dependent on, it's not going to change the flow of battle too much. I mean, we saw it with Meltup in the last time. Meltup chooses to kill Anduin a lot later, sweeping all of these enemies together to try and get this faster kill gate here. But it does look like Miwa's still gonna get this last sniper out before Meltup can get Anduin and the last few enemies down.
Yep.
This is
coming in on wave 3.
It's just a few seconds, but that's gonna be just enough for Miwa here to get a huge head start on the shortest wave of this map. This is going to be down to the wire here.
Yeah, getting in here fast really can be make or break for these players.
And as we just saw, Meltup's handling how he used the life seals to his advantage to get that faster kill time on Deathless Black Snake last run does require it to go pretty late in. So if Miwa can spawn camp all of these enemies, clear everything out really fast.
Miwa is already in phase for Deathless Black Snake.
Here comes the Nightingale dodge. Fingers crossed.
Nightingale dodge. Let's go, girl.
Using Texas as a body there to make sure Scotty stays alive.
Scotty, yeah. Oh, okay. Scotty went
Scotty's
down, but I
still down.
think it's gonna be fine. Golden Glows hanging out, which honestly probably one of the bigger things. And
That's
Posey's
base for side of Meltup as well.
Oof.
Last few enemies here on the side of Miwa. He just has to take out the boss. Here comes Meltup. Meltup with the tactical leaks here. Oh. Is this different than...
There is one more enemy. Yeah.
It's Jover. It's over.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah,
no, that's the final. That's it. Miwa's got it. Unless Miwa crashes right here, right now.
Yeah, but I think it's Jover. Yep, there's the mission accomplished. Let's go, Miwa.
Incredibly. I think that's our closest matches that we've seen of the night. But here, IRS Miwa taking it against Eve and Meltup, both players making it incredibly far in our incredibly short prepare time tournament here. And both of them doing it on Ultimate, which is, you know, not something we advertised. But incredibly cool to see how both players handle it. You know, all of the just myriad of strats, as much as a lot of them was just throwing meta at the wall and seeing what sticked and what worked. I mean,
sometimes that's what you gotta do. Because well, we can complain about meta operators being meta operators.
They're meta for a reason.
They're meta for a reason, and they still bring a lot to the table and a lot of interesting strategies that you can still find amongst them.
It wasn't full meta on both sides. I mean, yes, the Texas Altar was out there, but I mean, we did see Meltup bringing out that first preset squad. You know, I mean, it is interesting to see.
The preset squad's got a lot of love.
Yeah, EVA used the preset. I think almost every EVA member that we've seen on stream did use the preset squads there to their advantage. It's incredibly cool to see what players will do when they're given the full, just kind of like depth of their roster to work with. So in this tournament, there was no bans, and players were allowed to bring support units and use the limiters and the preset squads as they please, just to give them just maximum flexibility for it, as they only had about 48 hours to prepare. And just seeing what people managed to cook up in such a short amount of time is incredibly impressive.
Oh, it genuinely is.
You have anything you'd like to say about some of the matches we saw today, or?
They were all really entertaining.
So we're immediately gonna go try and replicate all of those, right?
Yeah, I can clear.
Yeah. All right, you got the Meltup strat like on lock.
No, his ass is not clearing.
That's fine. You have the rest of the week. Well,
I have some of the week.
Some of the week. Well, that about wraps things up on our half. Yeah, I would just like to take this time to say thank you to everyone. Wait, why are you laughing? What are you laughing at?
Sorry, Meltup in the player chat like I got the ultimate clear.
I
wasn't gonna bother with it. Let's go. Respect.
We're forcing players to clear content now. All right. But this is gonna be the end here. There is not much else for us to do. It was meant to just be a quick and fast tournament, but I just like to take this time to say thank you to all of the tournament organizers helping behind the scenes. There is actually an organizer that didn't get listed here. Boulder hopped in last minute to help us because we weren't sure if one of the TOs was going to make it. So we had a couple extra hands on deck. But yeah, thank you to all the tournament organizers who are making sure everything runs well behind the scenes. You guys are extremely appreciated. And a special thanks, to... Why are you messing with my music? What are you doing to me?
I'm not touching your music.
What's stopping it? What's going on?
Did it?
That's fine. Besides,
my phone is off and to the side.
That's funny. All right. Well,
I'm leaving your Spotify.
Well, thank you to all of the viewers and all the players for playing. It's always such a joy to host for you guys. You guys are all excellent. It's really cool to see what you guys will cook up. And a special thanks, of course, to Viper, who hosts AKC, as well as letting me steal all of his TOs. So
yeah, Viper, a real one for letting us. Thank you to literally everyone who was like, "Yeah, I'll do the scuffed ass last minute tournament."
The amount of people who were like, "Yeah, I'm down for the most scuffed tournament of all time." I pitched this as the most scuffed tournament of all time, and people were here for it. So yeah, but we're wrapping things up. Anything else you want to say here, Nas, while I go find out who we're gonna raid?
Good question. Next question. I'm not sure. It was a delight. Thank you all for coming out. Honestly, delightful turnout. Delightful.
Did you have fun? Did you have fun commentating today?
Yeah, it was fun.
Nos is also one of the head TOs for Viper's tournament. Nos works a lot more behind the scenes. That I'm a lot louder, which is why you see me a lot more here.
Yeah, I like to sit in my little corner and cook. But I am good at telling people, hey, don't overwork yourself. I think that's my #1 talent. But
right.
Thank you guys for,
Let's see here. I'm gonna send you guys all off to Reltats here. I don't know what Reltats is doing. I'm gonna assume that he's doing Trials for Navigator as well. So you guys, I'll give a huge warm welcome out to the, warm welcome, but be nice in Reltats chat, be normal in Reltats chat, and thank you guys for watching. We are hoping to probably host some other weird tournaments in this server in the future. But yeah, hope you guys have a nice night, morning, wherever it is where you guys, and I hope you guys had fun tonight. Bye!
good night.
Oh wait, I told you guys you'd get cannon time again. Hold on, let me put cannon time
Oh wait,
back
hold
on.
on, hold on.
Yeah, you guys,
Cannon.
I'm putting
Cannon time.
Yeah, we'll give you guys cannon time one last time.
Anyway, there's definitely some weird PvP.
I lied. I'm not. I'm gonna send you guys off to raid. Cannon time's buried. I'll put cannon time on next time we run the tournament. I'm sending you guys off to Reltats. Please be normal. Don't spam cannon time at Reltats. I'll find you.